Welcome to Driving Sports TV. This week, we attack time with Brian Locke in the Cobb Tuning GT-R. We also attack trails in a completely different Nissan. Brought to you by Cobb Tuning. More power begins at tuneforspeed.com. We love the spring. Not just because it brings with it flowers, boating, and barbecues. No, spring is also the beginning of track season. In addition to the Rally America series, this year we're also going to follow the Redline Time Attack. Redline's first round was March 26th at Buttonwillow Raceway in Southern California. There are way too many classes to cover each and every competitor in our weekly episodes, so this week we're going to focus on the Cobb Tuning GT-R, driven by Brian Locke. After Ryan Gates' Evo and AQ Motorsports STI both succumbed to mechanical issues, the Cobb GT-R was able to dominate in the very popular modified all-wheel drive class. As the laps stacked up, the closest car left to challenge the Cobb GT-R was the Takata Subaru STI. Yes, a $30,000 car versus a $70,000 car. In spite of the best efforts from driver James Elterman, at the end of the day, he simply wasn't fast enough and filed a 153, a full 5 seconds slower than Locke in the GT-R. It brought home a new class record of 148.897. These two cars faced off once again at the head-to-head Super Session. This is a final 5-lap door-to-door mixed car battle that gives competitors a second opportunity to bring home a trophy. It was on lap 3 that disaster struck the GT-R. After 1,000 track miles pushed to almost 800 wheel horsepower, the original motor broke a rod at peak RPM, ultimately resulting in a fire. This gave the Takata STI a second chance for victory. Not to let a fried motor stifle their attempts at ongoing class domination, the Cobb boys said they'd have the GT-R in fighting order in time for the next event of the series, on the other side of the country at New Jersey Motorsport Park. And that's exactly what we love to hear.
This week, we have the dirt on the 2010 Nissan Titan Pro-4X King Cab. Last year, Ryan tested its little brother, the Frontier Pro-4X, and loved it a lot. The Titan comes from the same DNA, just supersized to take on bigger jobs. Say for example you need to tow, I don't know, an Asian elephant of average size. The Titan V8 can do that. On the other hand, the Frontier could only handle 2/3 of that same elephant. So, if you're pedaling pachyderms, the Titan is clearly the better choice. Off-road is where the Titan Pro-4X really makes its mark. The Rancho shock absorbers and 3.36 lower gear ratio make this a true trail hero. When two-wheel drive couldn't handle the boulders, we switched to four-wheel drive low from the comfort of the cabin. Though things never got tricky enough to require locking the center differential, it's as easy as pushing another button. But off-roading isn't the only reason to love the Titan. Fact is, it's fun to drive every day. In spite of its size, it never felt large. We were able to fit 3 adults and 2 kids with car seats in it comfortably. In terms of hauling in cargo, it's capable and configurable enough to meet most demands. If you have a 20,000-pound boat, then you'll obviously need to look elsewhere, like the Ford F450 Super Duty. Duh. With the 317 horsepower, 385 foot-pounds of torque V8, you do pay the price at the pump. We only got 13 miles to the gallon around town, and in our environmentally outspoken neighborhood, we did get a fair share of glares on the road. But really, who cares what Prius drivers think? Added up, this truck comes in at $36,000, and for our dollar, we can't think of a better choice in post-apocalyptic pachyderm pedaling power. So we're going to throw down a solid 5-star rating for this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week on Driving Sports TV.